Hello. The angle is very weird today on TikTok. If you're watching from TikTok, okay, we're talking about what's stopping you from shrinking your fibroids. What's stopping you from getting rid of your fibroids? I would recommend, if you're watching from TikTok, please get on my YouTube channel because I'm going live on YouTube right now. I don't have anything to prop up my my iPad. So watch me from YouTube. The link is in my bio if you want to if you're interested in watching how to can I contact you one-on-one? Oh, hi Faith, welcome. If you're interested in watching, hey Nicole, how are you? Welcome everybody. You guys get on my YouTube channel. I can't be live on here too long because the angle is just not good, okay? And I can only pick one platform to go live on today. So if you're watching from TikTok and you want to know what is stopping you from getting rid of your fibroids, you want more information, you want me to answer your questions, click the link in my bio. You'll see the YouTube symbol and go straight to YouTube, okay? Thank you, Nicole. Thank you. So ladies, if you want to get on my YouTube channel, the link is in my bio for YouTube, okay? So, hey everyone on YouTube. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Welcome. I want to talk about what is truly stopping you from getting rid of your fibroids, from shrinking your fibroids, from dissolving your fibroids. It's been a while since I've been live. Okay, I'm going to be doing lives more often. I'm out of the country right now, so I wanted to definitely make sure that I do a live for you guys and still show up for you guys. Okay, so Sasha, how can I contact you one-on-one? Via email. Okay, my email is in the link in my description box, Faith. So you'll see it there. You can contact me one-on-one via email. But yes, if you're watching from from TikTok, be sure to watch me. You can watch me live on YouTube, okay? On YouTube. The link is in my bio if you're wanting to get on my YouTube channel. We're talking about what's stopping you from shrinking your fibroids, what's stopping you from getting rid of your fibroids, okay? So TikTok, come over to YouTube, all right? So, hey, Marsh, hope that you're doing amazing. Hi, Nicole, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Hope that you guys are doing amazing. Thank you, Nicole. I appreciate that so much. So we're going to talk about what is stopping you, what is preventing you from shrinking your fibroids. I know so many of you ladies are, wanting to get rid of cysts, fibroids, and there's roadblocks, there's, things that are kind of getting in the way, and you're not able to go the full distance, go the far distance when it comes to get to the finish line of getting rid of your fibroids. You're not, maybe there's, you start really well and then all of a sudden you start getting your old symptoms back or the fibroid starts getting bigger. I'm just hearing so many things from women, so many emails, messages, like I'm on this journey to shrink my fibroids, but it seems like it's growing bigger, or it seems like I'm still anemic. I'm still getting my old symptoms back. So, or I've had surgery and all of my symptoms are coming back. So there's so many different it's the same things that I'm hearing, but it's like so many different women that are suffering from this. So I wanted to talk about this because I think it's really important. What are some pitfalls? What are some barriers that will stop you from actually getting to the finish line of getting rid of your fibroids, of shrinking your fibroids? Okay, like I said, if you're watching from TikTok, we're talking about what's stopping you from getting rid of your fibroids. Click the link in my bio. Get on my YouTube channel. I'm about to cut off TikTok very soon and go live on YouTube and focus on YouTube, okay? So I want to talk about that today. If you guys have questions, definitely let me know in the chat. Welcome YouTube, because I'm not going to be on TikTok very long. I love TikTok, but I don't have my usual setup. So I have to make do with what I have to make do with, okay? So we have to pick now YouTube. All right, ladies, so let's get into it. If you're watching me for the first time, my name is Sasha. Hi, welcome. Okay, I'm a holistic womb specialist. What I do is I help women who have fibroids, endometriosis, cysts, endometriosis, PCOS, all of these reproductive health issues. I help women get to the root cause of the problem. Okay, I help women get to the root of these issues, uterine prolapse, infertility, in order to get rid of fibroids, in order to get rid of ovarian system, in order to get to the root of what's creating these problems. Okay, once we get to the root, then we can actually get rid of these issues. You cannot get rid of an issue if you're not able to get to the root cause and find out what is causing these issues to develop and thrive in your body. Okay, so we've helped over the years so many women not just shrink fibroids, get rid of cysts, become endometriosis free, get rid of adenomyosis, be able to have babies. My receipts are long. okay? My testimonies are long, and I love what I do, okay? Through my courses, through my programs, actually working with me, my programs, through workshops, and so many other things, okay, that we do, all right? So again, if you're watching from TikTok, come over to YouTube, okay? Come over to YouTube, because this is going to be recorded. It's going to be on YouTube, so I want to be sure to focus on YouTube, all right? So what is stopping you from shrinking your fibroids? Let's talk about it. Hi, and Anisha. Hopefully I'm saying your name right. Anisha. I'm saying your name right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is stopping you from shrinking your fibroids? Let's talk about it. So number one, and this one is huge, is when women find out about holistic healing, right? When they find out about getting, healing your body holistically, right? Naturally. It's like almost like they want to still cling on to Western medicine. They still want to cling on to the medical system, right? And I get it, right? Because we're used to, hey, you take this medication, you heal, or you get rid of the symptom, right? We're so used to that a lot of times it's very hard for women. It's very hard for people to think outside of that, right? To understand and learn that, listen, your body's a self-healing mechanism, and there is work that has to be done in order to get our bodies in a place where it's self-healing, right? You can't just, you take one medication and everything's okay, right? But a lot of us are used to that. So you have to get out of that. You got to get out of that, okay? So it's really, really, really important that you when you are holistically healing your body, you can't do both, right? You can't keep going to the doctor for medications and birth control and this and that and surgery and think that you're going to heal naturally, right? A lot of what the doctors gives, I'm sorry, when it comes to Western medicine, you guys know I always say it straight. When it comes to Western medicine, a lot of times the medications, the pharmaceuticals, okay, they're not there to heal. As a matter of fact, they overload the kidneys, the liver. They even cause more side effects, right? So when you're trying to blend both worlds, trying to heal holistically, but you're still clinging on to things like birth control and these medications, and it's not going to end well. I see this a lot. So when you talk about shrinking fibroids and you're still getting on birth control, or you're still taking contraceptives, or you're still you're still taking things that are actually getting in the way of that, it doesn't make any sense. Or you're still getting bioidentical hormones, or you're trying to blend both worlds and it's not working for you. You got to pick a lane. And if you're wanting to heal your body naturally, then go full force with it. Don't tiptoe into it. Go full force with it, right? You're wanting to go on this journey of holistically healing, but yet you're still, going to the doctor all the time for, to check your blood, to check your, anemia level, iron level, to check this, to check that, to check. It's like, and this is why a lot of you guys, when it comes to healing your body, you start to feel anxiety. You start to feel anxious. You start to not trust your body because you're listening to two worlds, right? You're being double. They call it double-mindedness. You can't be double-minded when it comes to healing. You got to go full force with it. So are you scared, or are you wanting to cling on to something that has not helped you? Western medicine has not helped you. If it did, you wouldn't have fibroids. If it did, you wouldn't have, endometriosis and all of these things. You wouldn't have. It does not help you, and you know that. Okay, and if you're watching from TikTok, again, go to YouTube. Y'all, I'm about to turn off TikTok. Go to my YouTube channel. The link is in my description box. I'm live on YouTube right now, okay? So you're wanting to blend both worlds, and you can't. Just when I recently on Facebook, probably like a couple weeks ago, I put out a post that said the healthiest women don't get mammograms and pap smears, and women lost their minds, thinking that they could. You can still get your breast radiated, and you can still get, all of these screenings, right? Because what is when it comes to wanting to get screenings, right? That means that we're not doing things every single day to heal our body. We're not trusting, again, the holistic healing. We don't trust. That's what it comes from. Being scared, the brainwashing, right? That's really where it's from. And we've been trained to think that you going to get checked means that you're healthy. No, it doesn't. You're supposed to be doing things every single day to heal your body, every single day to bring forth health to your body, to dispel toxins. This is a lifestyle. It's not just every annual thing, right? So just the mindset of the screenings show that you're not there. So that mindset, you trying to cling on to the Western medicine medical paradigm, and you trying to blend both worlds. I've seen too many women do it, right? Because you still want to be attached to that because that's what you're used to. You don't want to get out of your comfort zone, or you want to just tiptoe out of the comfort zone. I've seen too many women do it and they get lost. And all of a sudden, before you know, they end up scheduling a surgery, right? Because you can't blend both worlds. It's either you're going full force with the healing or you're not, okay? So if you, and let me know in the chat, is that you? Have you been trying to blend both worlds as far as you're getting the screenings, you're getting whatever medication they're telling you to take, you're taking it, and then you're trying to heal naturally? It doesn't work. You see that it doesn't work, okay? You see that it doesn't work. So it's important for you to choose and go full force with what you want to do. Don't tiptoe into it, okay? So too many women, when they tiptoe into it, they're not able to get consistent results, right? Or you're going to the doctor all the time just for them to tell you, they're going to tell you bad news, right? You know they're going to tell you, hey, get the surgery, or this is going to happen, or this is at your risk for this. They're going to try to coerce you into getting sliced open. You already know that. So then why are you still falling for it, right? Just so you can have more and more anxiety? It doesn't make any sense. You got to pick a lane. Pick a lane, okay? And if you want to heal naturally, go all the way. Stop being scared. Stop being scared. Okay? Stop being scared. Give your body a chance to do what it's supposed to do. And don't think that you can heal naturally in a week when you've been, when you had fibroids for 5 years and haven't done anything about it. When you have these large stop thinking you're going to heal in a week. That's another thing too. Don't get me started on that. Right? Also, too, when it comes to doctors, you should know that they're trying to mask your symptoms. They're trying to just take care of your symptoms. They're not taking care of the root cause. So if they're not taking care of the root cause, then what's the point? If you're not going to take care of the root cause of why you have fibroids, of why you have endometriosis, if they're not getting to the root of the issue, then what's the point? You're wasting your time. You're wasting your time. And if you want to watch this conversation, if you're wanting to watch this live, go on my YouTube channel, ladies. The link is in my bio for you to get on my YouTube channel. You'll see the YouTube symbol, okay? If you're watching from TikTok. So it's so important that you go full force with your healing when it comes to shrinking your fibroids, okay? Some of you guys have been trying to shrink fibroids for years. It doesn't take that long. And I want you guys to be able to get powerful results so that you don't have to, keep dealing with these heavy cycles and these, the fibroid belly and all of this stuff for years. And you have to, like I said, this shows that there's inconsistency, and then what you're doing is not enough, or you're trying to piece together so much information, right? That's what it's showing. So you have to go full force on your healing journey. Stop tiptoeing with it. Stop tiptoeing with it, okay? So stop trying to blend both worlds. Go all in with holistic healing. Western medicine has not served you. That it has not benefited you. So then why are you hanging on to it? Why? I'm asking you guys a question. Why? Why are you so they got you? It's almost like Stockholm syndrome. They got you they have you attached to them, but they have not helped you. It has done the opposite. It actually has done the opposite. So then what's the point? What's the real point? Okay? What's the real point? Thank you for sharing, but I would rather you share the YouTube channel, because that's what I'm going live from YouTube right now. If you're on TikTok, go to my YouTube channel. Share that because that's going to be the replay and everything. But I appreciate you. Okay. Another thing too is fear of change. A lot of women are fearful of change. When you go on a journey to get rid of your fibroids, when you go on a journey to get rid of ovarian cysts, these are actual growths in your body, right? Foreign growths in your body, balls of waste, right? And that indicates that the elimination pathways, the elimination organs in the body are clogged up. So that indicates that your hormones are out of balance. The lymphatic system is congested. So when you go on a journey of healing, when you fully embark on a journey of healing, right? You cannot be the same person that you were when you got the fibroids. You cannot engage in the same lifestyle when you got the fibroids. You cannot be the same woman if you're truly looking to heal. I'm not talking about you just do the surgery and you just come out of it. I'm talking about you fully and want to embark on a womb healing journey, which is somebody that gets to the root cause, that transforms not only the health of their womb, the health of their entire life. Because like I always say on every video, when it comes to the womb, if you're having horrible cycles, fibroid cysts, if your womb is, chaotic, That translates into your life. So you see that women that have fibroids, endometriosis, heavy bleeding, their life, some way, somehow, that's going to reflect into their life. There's going to be a lot of overwhelm and in their life, or they're not living in their purpose. There's unfulfillment. So the health of a woman's womb, it showcases her life, period. Okay? So that's really important for you to know, right? So that means as we're healing, we're transforming, we're letting go of emotional wounds, okay, as well. We're letting go of a lot of things that has held us back from being who we're supposed to be, okay? So I want you guys to understand, and a lot of people are not courageous enough to do that. They want to hang on to what is familiar, even though what is familiar, they hate their lives. They don't like what is familiar, but they want to hang on to it because it's familiar, because it's comfortable. You have to get out of that. And you have to, like I said, you have to have the confidence, have the willpower to get out of your comfort zone. You cannot stay in a place that you hate, right? Unless you just commit to a miserable livelihood. Unless you just want to commit to a miserable life. I know change is very hard. As somebody that's had fibroids, I had to change everything. Even the people I hung around. So many things. Literally everything, okay? I'm 2 seconds from getting surgery. And if you're watching from TikTok, come on to my YouTube channel, ladies. Come on to YouTube. Come on to YouTube, okay? Come on to YouTube. The link is in my bio. Get on my YouTube channel, all right? So if you're 2 seconds from getting surgery, I'm going to assume, and let me know if I'm wrong, Impressive Nails, I'm going to assume that you're not fully embarked on getting, like, you don't really know what you're doing as far as getting rid of fibroids, right? You're not really, let me know if I'm wrong, okay? Do you save your lives on YouTube? On YouTube only. So come on YouTube, Queen Quita, come on YouTube. The link is in my bio. Come on my YouTube channel. It's going to be saved on YouTube only. I can't save it on TikTok, you know. So, I'm going to start only answering questions on YouTube, okay? So y'all come over to YouTube. The link is in my bio. Okay, great. So when it comes to fear of change, you got to get out of that. And I know humans, we like what's familiar, but you got to transcend that, because what is familiar will keep you stuck. It keeps people poor. It keeps people miserable. It keeps people you got to get out of that. If you want a better life, you have to embrace change. You got to embrace change. Trust me, I was afraid to change too. I changed, but there's so much light at the end of the tunnel. I thank God that I had the courage to do so. I thank God that I had the courage to do so, because so many people don't. And so many people that don't change are miserable. You know you don't like your life, yet you're too scared to change. You got to get out of that. You got to get out of that, okay? So the fear of stepping out of your comfort zone, you have to transcend that. You got to transcend that. You cannot stay stuck in your comfort zone. So when you're trying to get rid of fibroids, we're trying to up-level our life. And a lot of people don't look at it like that, because they look at it as, oh, I'm just getting rid of the fibroids. But you don't understand why the fibroids develop in the body, okay? You don't understand why your fibroids, you had been hanging on to a lot of emotional pain in the body. You had to be hanging on to the past, right, in order to develop fibroids. You have to be living an imbalanced life in order to get fibroids. So we look at fibroids as just physical, but it's also very emotional and spiritual as well. It's not just physical, okay? It's not just physical. So you're hanging on to a lot of stuff that you don't want to let go of. What is fibroids? I always say women that have fibroids, inability to let go, operating out of fear and lack. So what are you hanging on to, right, that you need to let go? It's stagnant energy. What are you hanging on to? Right? What are you hanging on to? I think I'm impatient. Okay, so why are we impatient? Patient for what do you mean? My doctor just told me my uterus is 17 centimeters because of these things. And yes, fibroids, when you have fibroids, yes, and especially in the uterus, which most women do, your uterus will enlarge. That's why it's so important to be serious about getting rid of fibroids. That's why it's so important to be serious about getting rid of fibroids. And I will say this to India. I don't know if you're Impressive Nails on TikTok, I'm not sure if you're the same person. But if you are, then when you have, and I have had many clients get rid of huge fibroids. Okay, you are. Thank you for letting me know. Thank you. And if you even go to TikTok, if you even go to my pinned post, you see my client that had a huge fibroid belly. Huge. I had 2 of them. One of them got rid, like flattened her belly. And what was it? And they had enlarged uteruses too in the 2.5 months. The other one, 1 month, working with me for 1 month, her fibroid almost fully dissolved. So here's the thing. It's not about, and I don't like to put a time on it. I'm just telling you what my clients have done working with me. I'm talking to everybody, right? But I don't want you guys to put a time on it. I want you guys to understand, listen, to go full force with, and not be all over the place. Don't be all over the place with trying to get rid of your fibroids. Have a plan. Anything that you're doing in life and you're doing it well, you have to have a plan. When it comes to fibroids, people want to just piece together random information that don't make any sense, right? Oh, take this supplement. Oh, take this tea. Oh, like this, all this stuff that don't make any sense. How about you just go full force? And if you don't, and I'm not telling you this so you can work with me. But I'm just saying, get under somebody that can help you go all the way, especially if you have large fibroids. Because if you have a large fibroids and you have surgery, they will come back like this. I'm telling you this right now. I have a client right now that had 5 fibroid surgeries. That will be you if you don't go full. If you don't, that will be if you continue to look for quick fixes and how do I just feel good right now? That will be you. And when you don't take care of the root cause, it's still there. It's still there. It will just grow back. And there's nothing worse than going through that painful surgery and then having it grow back. That's even worse than having the fibroid in the first place. I am willing to embrace change. Help me through it, Sasha. Listen, that's why we have our Detoxify Your Womb program for that. Because for a lot of women, it's not just, they need more. They need guidance. They need support. They need personalized help. That's why I have my programs. That's why I have our Detoxify Your Womb program. And it's opening up again. It's open, but the 2-month intensive in our Detoxify Your Womb program is opening up April 1st. And we are taking clients now. So just to let you guys know, we are taking clients now. If you want more information on that, the link is in my description box, okay? So if you need help through it, I would strongly suggest getting into the program. If you cannot get into the Detoxify Your Womb program, the 2-month intensive, then be sure to check out our Advanced Fibroid Healing Vault. That has been out for 2 weeks now. And I said that I even extended it. So after today, that course, that high-level course to get rid of fibroids that literally has how to dissolve a fibroid belly, all the trainings of how to get rid of fibroids is there, fibroid detox meal plan is there, all that stuff, that's going to be off the site by today, by midnight, okay? So you have options. I'm giving people so many options, but you got to choose one, okay? You cannot just stay stuck and be in the same, it doesn't make any sense, okay? So it's important. So you got to get out of your fear of change. Get out of your fear of change. And I know it's scary. And this is me I get it. I've been through it. I know it's scary, but it's so beautiful. At the end of on the other side, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful because the life that you have now, you don't like it. You don't like having these fibroids. You don't like your life because when it comes to women that have womb issues, that translates into your life. That's a reflection of your life and how it is. That's a reflection of what's going on in your life, contrary to popular belief, right? So the body is energy. So if you're holding on to tumors in the womb, if you're holding on to if you're having horrible cycles, that's a reflection of what's going on in your life, right? So it's really important for you to know that. Okay, so that's another thing too. What are we holding on to that we have to let go of? What are we holding on to? And a lot of times it's fear. So we have to start asking ourselves, are we operating our lives out of fear? Because that's a very low vibrational way to operate your life. Are we operating our life out of fear and anxiety and worry? Okay, so that's another thing too. So let's talk about hormonal imbalances. That's another thing too. And if you're watching from TikTok, again, I'm on YouTube live right now. So get on my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Hop on YouTube, ladies, okay? So it's important that you understand there's an echo. There's an echo. Is there an echo for anybody else? Do you have TikTok up as well, India? Because it might be an echo. Let me know in the chat. Is there an echo on YouTube for anybody else? Maybe it'll be better if I turn off TikTok. I don't know. But it's important, ladies. It's important that you understand, listen, when you have fibroids, there are root causes, right? Okay, there's no echo. Okay, India, you might want to come out and come back in. When you have fibroids, there are root causes. There are root causes. Let me say that again, because a lot of people think that when they take out the fibroid, everything is all good. No, there are root causes. There are deeper imbalances going on in the body. Okay? So what that means is that you can take out the fibroid all you want to. They will come back before you know it because you haven't taken care of the root cause. And it makes no sense to go through a traumatic surgery to get sliced open. It makes no sense when you haven't taken care of the root cause. And that's why I say women that are kind of still stuck on Western medicine and the way they do things, they're going to have a hard time. And those women want to tiptoe into like holistic, but then want to go back to, oh, I'm going to have surgery. Oh, I'm going to have this. I'm going to have that. No, they stay stuck because you don't want to fully commit to healing your body naturally. You don't want to fully, there's a fear there, right? You want to still cling on to an old system that has not served you. It hasn't served you. Okay? It has not served you. So you're trying to, like, for example, people trying to like heal their wounds naturally, but they're still on birth control. That's backwards. Or you're trying to heal naturally, but you're still on hormones. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Okay? So are you going to go full force on your healing journey or not? You got to ask yourself that. You got to ask yourself that. All right? So it's like, understand, if you understand how the body works, I always talk about hormonal imbalances, estrogen dominance. If you have fibroids, you're estrogen dominant. If you have cysts, endometriosis, uterine prolapse, estrogen dominance, right? And there's so many, if estrogen dominance is a big tree, there's so many different branches, and the branches are other estrogen dominant conditions. It can be from fibroids to thyroid issues, right? And this is an imbalance in the body. It means that the progesterone levels are extremely low. The estrogen levels are are imbalanced, and that's going to create a ripple effect of your hormones being out of balance. Because if the sex hormones are out of balance, then multiple hormones in the body are out of balance as well. Okay? And I explained that again so many times. The hormone hierarchy, you guys have heard me. If you've been following me for any length of time, you guys heard me talk about it. When one hormone is out of balance, once we get to a point where the sex hormones are out of balance, there's been several hormones, foundational hormones that have been out of balance, right? So you can't just go straight to I want to lower my estrogen levels when you have, no. That's why those women that do that only get temporary results. You haven't you haven't got to the root of the issue. So it's so important for you to embrace and root cause healing. Root cause healing. Get to the root of why these fibroids develop. Don't stop trying to look for temporary fixes and quick fixes. That's why you're stuck. So many women have been they've been going from one quick fix to the next for months and years and still stuck. And then I give up, I'm gonna have the surgery. Or natural healing didn't work for me. You didn't do it right. Natural healing is not you just drink a tea and or take a supplement. That's not natural healing. That's not holistic healing. It's you getting to the root of the issue. Okay? Why are we so against that? Why are so many women afraid to get to the root of the issue? And I think that it's a lot because a lot of women are afraid of change. If you're watching from, where else are you live? Thank you for asking, YouTube. So if you go to the link in my bio, ladies, if you want to ask me questions, get on YouTube. The link is in my bio. You'll see the YouTube symbol. Hop on YouTube, okay? If you're watching from TikTok, get on my YouTube channel. I can only go live on one platform today, so we're picking YouTube, okay? I don't know what my root issue is. Okay, have you had anybody help you through the process, India? Have you had anybody help you on the process of healing, getting rid of the fibroids? I'm just, want to ask you a question. Okay, so get to the root of the issue, okay? For sure, okay. So there's that. How is the 2-month program structured? That's a great question. So Escapist Reader, if you go to the link in my description box, you'll read all about it. It'll tell you everything you need to know, okay? And if you don't see anything, if you don't see what you need, the exact question you need, then send me an email, okay? But it's everything that's included is there, okay? So go ahead and read through it and see if it's for you. We're accepting a deposit right now and it's due before April 1st of $997, and then the next payment is not due till April 18th, okay? So if you are interested, anybody's interested in the 2-month intensive in our Detoxify Your Womb program, the link is in my bio. Excuse me, the link is in my description box. You can read all about it, okay? Send me an email if you need any questions answered. All right, so another thing too is inconsistent action. This is another one too. a lot of women are, when it comes to getting rid of fibroids, right? A lot of people, they just, like I said, they want to heal in a weekend or a week. They want it, after years of abusing their body, they think that they're going to heal in a week. That's not how it works. I'm sorry. I wish it was too, but that's not how it works. So you're taking inconsistent action. Like you will implement the changes for about, maybe a few days, and then you go back to your old habits. That's why when people ask me, how long does it take to shrink your fibroids? Though typically those are the same women that want to just get fast results and go back to their old habits. They want to go back to their old habits. If we're changing our lives, if we're transforming our not only our wombs, right? If we're transforming our very beings, if we're stepping into the highest version of ourselves, right? Why are we so focused on how long is it going to take? Allow you want to focus more so on, do I have the right process? Am I seeing any results? Am I seeing you want to make sure that of course, you want to make sure that you're on the right trajectory and that you are seeing results, but don't be so obsessed of how long is it going to take for the fibroid to dissolve? How long is it, don't be, a lot of people are obsessed with that. And it's, when my body was healing, when my fibroids were dissolving, I let it do its thing. I just allowed it to do its thing, right? And before you know it, the symptoms are all gone. You feel so much better. And then before you know it, you're at the doctor's office and they're telling you, we don't see the fibroid on the ultrasound, right? So allow your body to do its thing, right? Don't try to, I guess, how can I say this? Because we're so used to, again, Western medicine, where it's not about healing, it's about masking the symptoms, about you taking a medication and feeling better in the next moment, but you still haven't taken care of the root cause, right? You still feeling better until you feel sick again the next week, right? Until the thing comes back the next week. So some of us are used to that way of, I don't even want to say healing, that way of approaching our bodies, when that's not the correct way. Because you take one medication or you do one procedure and then you have the same thing back the next week. Does that make any sense? Okay. What if you have a thickened endometrial lining, no fibroids or mass? Yes, that can happen. That's estrogen dominance. That's a hormonal imbalance. Definitely something you want to take care of as soon as possible. Okay. So you do have to still go through the process of healing and get the lining can go back to normal size. I've had women that had thin linings to thick linings, right? In my, that I've worked with. So unfortunately, there's so many different things that can happen with the womb when it's out of balance, unfortunately, right? From cysts to fibroids to polyps to endometriosis to adenomyosis. There's so many different things. And a lot of these things have very similar root causes, right? They just show up and express differently in the body, okay? Or in the womb. Now, another thing too is, what's stopping a lot of women from shrinking their fibroids, from getting rid of fibroids also is they're not addressing the emotional and energetic blockages that they have. And this one is big, okay? This one is big. If you're watching from TikTok, be sure to get on my YouTube channel. That's where I'm answering questions. The link is in my bio to get, if you want to get on my YouTube channel. So when it comes to fibroids, right? When it comes to, it's deeper than just the physical fibroid. We're also talking about inner, blockages, emotional blockages. These physical blockages, these physical masses also represent you holding on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, to a lot of hurt, anger, pain, right? Things that happened to you in the past, a lot of negative emotions. This is why women typically will grow fibroids after a really bad divorce, after a really bad breakup, after, really horrible family stress, right? After something, a loss in the family, right? Or somebody lost that was close to them. Typically you see after loss, after pain, after miscarriages, things like that, right? Things that really impact us emotionally. But instead of actually processing our emotions, processing our hurt and pain the proper way, and being able to release layers of it, a lot of women will hold on to that hurt, hold on to that pain, hold on to that betrayal, hold on to the exes that, energetically that have done you wrong, hold on to all of that pain, hurt, the low self-worth, right? Instead of actually processing and going through the process of releasing that, right? That is so important. So when you hold on to pain, anxiety, fear, when you hold on to all of these things, they actually, on an energetic level, they do form masses. They do distort the body. They do cause issues in the body. They do cause the hormones to be out of balance, okay? When you hold on to a lot of things. So it's so important that you are properly, it's not about what you've been through, it's about how you handle it. It's about how you process through it, right? How you release it. So that's one thing that's one thing we work towards in my program too, because we have to bridge the emotional, energetic with the physical. Because it's not, a lot of people get stuck in what can I physically do to get rid of fibroids, but they're not actively, releasing, they're not actively working on their inner. That's a huge problem. I can't work with anybody that cannot work on their inner. And we help women do that in the programs, right? We do womb meditations. And even after the meditations and even after some of the, the talks that we had, the techniques, women are like releasing, they're feeling so much better, so much lighter on an energetic level. Like when they release so much of the things that have held them back, right? So it's so important. PTSD, it's not about what you've been through, it's about how you handle it. It's about how you're able to release it. I'm on birth control right now to reset. See, I just talked about that, to stop bleeding so I like to start healing naturally after. So why not start now? We got to stop clinging to Western medicine and their ways. Birth control does not reset your hormones. Birth control literally infuses your body with synthetic hormones. You see what I mean? We want to hang on to Western medicine even though it's harming us. That's a lie. Birth control is literally infusing synthetic hormones into your body. It's not resetting any type of hormones. You healing your body is resetting your hormones. You go all in with your healing now. Why wait until you continue to overload the liver, strip the gut of nutrients? Like, it's so many horrible side effects. Do you journal? Absolutely. Everybody should journal. I believe mine grew after my division. What do you mean division? Self-work. Absolutely. Yes. Self-work is a must. Self-work. Divorce. Yes. That'll do it. A lot of women have grown fibroids after divorce. Self-care and therapy, absolutely. It's a must. It's a must, right? It's a must. And a lot of women have been taught to put others before themselves, or they've been kind of conditioned, or they just do it. Okay, they just do it. They put relationships, they put men that they're, with before themselves, or they put the relationship or the marriage before themselves, and that's backwards. That's backwards, right? That's backwards. So a lot of when you haven't been taking care of yourself, the body keeps score. The body keeps score. So if you have fibroids or any reproductive health issue, that's a sign you have not been taking care of yourself. You've been neglecting yourself on an emotional or physical level, or both, okay? Or both. I recommend first and foremost, getting off the birth control and getting rid of these synthetic hormones, detoxifying all the synthetic junk in your body. That's number one. Okay? That's number one, for sure. You have to embrace root cause healing. When you continuously ignore the root cause, the fibroids cause weight loss, not on its own. Some people gain weight with fibroids, so it just depends. Fibroids on its own won't cause, it depends. It depends on so many different factors, right? But on its own, it should not cause weight loss. However, I will say this though: when you have fibroids, your body's out of balance. Your hormones are out of balance. So some women may notice it's easier for them to gain weight or lose weight, because when it's hard for you to gain weight or lose weight, that's a hormonal issue. And when you have fibroids, you are automatically by default have hormonal issue. So that's more so of a hormonal issue, not necessarily the fibroid itself, okay? But it's the root causes, so you can say it is, all right? It's important that you realize that these fibroids came about in the body for a reason. They did not just come about in the body out of the blue. They did not just come about in the body out of the blue. So there are root causes to these things. And when we don't address the root causes, they come back, or they come back in another form. This is why women have had fibroid surgery 4 or 5 times. This is why women have had surgery for fibroids. Literally, somebody said July of last year, by November of last year, 15 were back. We have to stop looking for a quick fix. Stop looking for a quick fix and actually do the work to heal your body. If you don't know how, I have several women that I've worked with, and I've gotten at this point, like so many women. I would say I can't even. It's uncountable. It's uncountable. Even women that have taken my courses, that I've worked with personally, that have just taken my workshops, like the amount of women that have been able to get rid of fibroids at this point is hundreds over the years. Okay, so it's important. So if you need help with getting rid of fibroids, we have our advanced fibroid healing vaults that again is closing at midnight. That's a high level course on how to get rid of fibroids that has so much information in there. From we have our whole dissolve fibroids in 2025. All the replays are in there, from how to dissolve a fibroid belly to how to get rid of anemia, how to reverse anemia the right way, not the way the doctors tell you, the right way, right? We have a fibroid detox meal plan, so many things in there, right? It's actually a course to help you dissolve your fibroids. It's a system, right? So if you are interested, again, after midnight, it's going to be off the site. We've been out for a couple of weeks now. It's going to be off the site. And if you want the link to, it's $4.97. And if you need the link to use Klarna for the payment plan, it's there as well. So there's no excuse. There's literally no excuse. Okay. And yes, if you also get on my email list, the link is in my description box. If you want to just get on the email list, there's a connection between emotional health and physical health. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even there's research that literally says that for women that have trauma is linked to fibroids. Like, there's literally research that even says that. Okay. So if you're it's not about going through trauma, because everybody in the world goes through trauma. I'm talking about holding on to it. Holding on to it, because what's part of what is fibroids? Fibroids is stagnant energy, stagnant waste. So you're holding on to a lot of stagnant waste energetically, right? When you have fibroids. So what are you holding on to? Ask yourself that. That's something you could journal. Okay. So for those that, again, that are wanting to do the work to get rid of fibroids, that are wanting to really like dive into it, we have our advanced fibroid healing vault. Again, that closes at midnight. And if you're interested in working with me powerfully, because listen, the results that my clients have gotten is just astronomical. If you're on YouTube, just go down to the community tab. And I don't even post all of them in there. If you're on my Facebook, I know you've seen many. If you're on my how can I access it? The link is in the description box for the advanced fibroid healing vaults. Okay, the link is in the description box. India. So there's that. So if you want to work with me powerfully for 2 months, and you have to be ready, right? And you want personalized guidance through getting rid of fibroids, we have the 2-month intensive in my Detoxify Your Womb program that is opens up April 1st. However, we're taking clients now. It's a deposit of $997 before April 1st. The next payment is not due until April 18th. Okay. So check it out. The link is also in my description box if you're interested. Okay. If you want to watch the replay to this, or if you're on TikTok, come to my YouTube channel. The link is in my bio. Okay. So, anybody have any questions? So listen, if you have any questions, let me know. In the 2-month program, how much time will we need to put aside for the work? That's a good question. I would say, I always say this, it's designed for busy, because my clients are traveling the world. They're mothers, they have businesses. I have, work with amazing, ambitious, high-level women. So literally, I would say 3 to 4 hours a week, because it's more so me teaching you implementation. It's not so much you just sitting there in school. Yes, we have but it's also on your own time as well. We do have our weekly group meetings. We do have a one-on-one call, but that's, again, we make it so that it is for every single woman, whatever time zone, because I work with women all over the world, from UK, I'm in the UK right now, to Europe, to Canada, to all over the US, to even African countries, to Canada, all right, to African. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, all over the world, right? So it's not so much about a specific time. It's all about you dedicating, I would say 3-4 hours a week at the most, right? It's designed for busy women, okay? But Escapist Reader, be sure to read through it. I want you to read through it so that you know what you're getting, okay? I encourage everybody. That's why I write full descriptions on anything that I give out. Y'all read, because I know that, I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying in general, we live in a society where people don't read anymore. And it's scary, okay? It's kind of scary, all right? So, any other questions before I go? Listen, these are you don't want, when it comes to fibroids, right? There are roadblocks that you can, that can happen, that can stop you from getting to your finish line. You have to get over those roadblocks. So if it's fear of change, if it's you not addressing the root cause, if it's you clinging on to Western medicine and you know, your backup is always surgery. Every time it goes something, it's not going as fast as you want it to go. Oh, I'm gonna have surgery. Oh, I'm gonna have surgery. You even having that mindset means that you're not fully committed. You're not fully committed to the process of healing. So fully commit to the process of healing, and no one understand that your body is a self-healing mechanism and that your body can heal. You have to, first of all, believe it, right? You got to, first of all, believe it. Are there going to be times that you may, you know, be afraid? You may have doubts. We're human. Yes, you're human, but your default cannot always be surgery or pills, or that you're going to stay stuck. I'm telling you, I see this right now. You trying to go and merge both worlds, you have to pick a lane. Are you going to be natural? Are you going to be healing your body holistically? Or you're going to be stuck for the rest of your life, going in and out, like most women are? Okay? So you can pick a lane. Which one is it? Which one is it? Okay? Which one is it? Commit to a process and stay committed. Don't just do it for 2 weeks and then stop. All right? Any question, and get out of looking for a quick fix. Get out of that. There is no quick fix. Go full throttle on healing. Just jump into it. Just jump into it. And if you don't know how, this is why we have courses. We have our events, fibroid healing vaults. Again, that closes today. We have our 2-month intensive in our Detoxify Your Womb program, and we have other things as well. So it doesn't make any sense if you've been following me to stay stuck, okay? And if you just want to get on the email list to learn more, get on the email list. The link is, if you're on TikTok, the link is in my caption and bio. If you want to get on the email list, the link should be in my description box for YouTube, if you just want to hop on the email list, okay? Anybody have questions real quick? Okay, typically I do go live on TikTok as well, but today I could only go live on one platform, so I just wanted to focus on YouTube. If you want to watch the rest of this live on TikTok, if you want to watch the replay, it's on YouTube, my YouTube channel. Go over to my YouTube channel, okay? The link is in my bio. There'll be a time where I only do lives on YouTube. They're gonna, you know, that's coming very soon. All right. Anyway, I don't see any other questions, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this live. I want you guys to have the courage to go all in when it comes to your healing journey, and stop like half-assing it. Like, just go all in and have the courage to know that your body is very powerful. Your womb is very powerful, and your womb wants to heal. Your body wants to heal, right? It doesn't want you to stay stuck. It doesn't want you to, you know, have these foreign tumors that literally essentially takes over the body. It literally deteriorates the body, because when we have fibroids, they start growing bigger and bigger, pressing on organs, right? Start with these symptoms. They start controlling the menstrual cycle. Like, once we go along, like down that dark road, you guys know how that turns out. And before you know it, you're bleeding so heavily, right? Anemia. You're like, and there was somebody that said that they had a stroke from anemia, which can very well happen. You're not getting enough oxygen to your vital organs, right? So we underestimate what fibroids can actually do. We underestimate it. It really does deteriorate the body. And when you have fibroids at that point, you're not healthy. So you have to get your body back healthy, okay? So that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more about the program, about the courses, the link is in the description box. TikTok, the link is in my bio. Join our email list, okay? Become a part of our tribe. Learn more about your body is very powerful. Again, learn more. Learn more. If you're watching this for the first time, go ahead and learn more. Get on our email list, okay? That's pretty much it. I hope that you guys have a beautiful, beautiful rest of your Tuesday. And I'll talk to you soon. I have to coach my clients very soon, all right? Bye, ladies. Bye, TikTok.